Chris, Donell, 2-2 draw, lost on pens unfortunately. Just give me your thoughts on today. We'll start with you, Chris.
Yeah, good game, I thought. Really enjoyable game. The girls have said themselves how much they enjoyed playing in that. I think it was important for us that we gave ourselves a really good showing. I think there was a bit of motivation to make sure that this wasn't going to be an easy day for Solihull, and it certainly wasn't that. Obviously, taking the lead early. Darcy made a really good quality reaction save in the first half. We knew that they would probably dominate possession and move the ball around a bit. We know they're a football team, so we were kind of willing to see that sort of pattern emerge, and just kind of look for opportunities, which we did get. We got enough opportunities, and then to get the equaliser late on, committing a few more bodies forward, literally one wing back to the other, and it was a really good quality goal. Great cross from Jess. Mads was really calm under pressure, ghosted in at the right time. Great first touch and then clipped it. Then it's penalties, and that's the lottery of football. We got through to the quarter-final by beating Sheffield on penalties, and unfortunately today we couldn't capitalise on the advantage after Darcy's save to get us through. But I've said to every single one of them, it takes a lot of bottle to take a pen. So whatever happens, and that's football. So we're really pleased with the performance, and that bodes well for the remaining fixtures that we've now got in the league.
Yeah, I agree. And the performance today, being that I've only come in halfway through the season, seeing where we were back then, seeing where we are now, each week it's got better and better. I think this performance just summarises the work we're doing behind the scenes to get us to where we are now. I think it could have been either way. I think taking the lead early on, really good. Great finish from Molly. And then sticking out, even that little period we went 2-1 down, just having that little bit of fight to go back. The performance in the second half was much better. And then by the end of it, we were like, okay, well, change a thing here or there.
Yeah.
Chris decided we were going to go a bit higher, which worked, which led to Maddie led to Maddie's second goal.
Yeah.
So again, for the girls, just we're pleased with the performance, because at the end of the day, they're a team on top half of the table. Yes, we're not in an ideal situation, but if we can compete with them going forward, we're going to have a lot of positive results. So really good game.
So you touched on it already about how that reaction, you went 1-0 up, went 2-1 down, got back into it very late on. Just shows the signs, again, as you mentioned, of where we're sort of going in the right direction, especially with the home form as it is. So just what other positives can you sort of find between each other?
Well, I think you've just touched on it there. I was going to say, as because Donell was making some good points. I think, the reaction to going 2-1 down. In weeks gone by, we've probably been a little bit lost and got a bit out of sync for a period of time. But we were kind of able, I'll say the girls were kind of able to find the solutions on the pitch really quickly. Kind of calm heads prevailed. Nobody kind of panicked. We didn't rush to react to anything. Kind of just rode out that tough period really well, I felt. And then you could just sense that we were starting to creep back into the game, and making the tweaks where we could was good. Lots of really good conversations from us on the sidelines, and I think that helped make sure that we weren't jumping into any rash decisions as well. So yeah, loads of positives. I won't stun any of Donell's thunder, but he was saying he feels like the group are really bought in. You can see that week on week, and I really agree. So I'll let you expand on that point, mate.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, this time last year, or a couple months back, 8-0 was the result. Let's go from 8-0 to 2-2. Even with the Sheffield game, they're like top of the league, 3-3. A couple other results, Lighttown 2-1. You can see the difference where before it would have been 7s, 8s, 10s. Yes, we've still got a lot of work to do, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned already, it's a good step in the right direction. You obviously got another home game next against Leek, and then obviously you got a break, but obviously you're going to focus on League. So what sort of things can you take into that one? Is it just about building from this performance now, going into that League?
Yeah, just continue to build. We seem to love the challenge of a tougher game, or a game that has a bit of significance and importance on it. Like I say, I think our game management this week was better than last week. So that's another thing to kind of take away from it. We've had some open and honest conversations this week after the performance and the result last week, in terms of largely the pressure's off. Just go and express ourselves week by week. We'll make sure that we're playing the way that we want us to play, and if we do that, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing that's going to come back negative from our point of view.
Yeah, I'd say the energy is definitely higher around the team. when I first come in, everyone was a bit quiet. Now they're buzzing all the time. Even after today, losing on a penalty shootout, not many teams can have that high morale afterwards, and you can see they're ready for the next game. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, they seem hungry. So that's good. Yeah.
And obviously you took a decent draw at their place last time, so is that something else to sort of build on?
Yeah, well, I mean, that was back in October. I think it was maybe our third game since I came in. I know you weren't even there, Donell, and you know we really should have won that game on the day. So you know we've got a lot of really good form momentum. We're scoring goals. We're looking more solid. We're playing better football. There's a real understanding of everybody's roles. Set pieces are a massive threat for us. You know, so it just feels like we're in a good spot. We've got however many games it is left, but yeah, look. I'm not going to make anything bold or say anything bold and outrageous about next week. We're just going to go in next week full of confidence. We're going to execute the game plan properly, and you know, if anything, today's anything to go by, we should hopefully have a positive outcome from that.